Yes, good afternoon, YouTube. Still running my solar powered heater. That's the panels on top, and then the two ducts are bringing the hot air down and into the house. Been running it most of the month here. Relied almost 100% on solar heat this year. There were 4 nights where I had a fire in the fireplace. I probably would have used the fireplace a bit more, but we had a string of about 3 weeks of no fireplace burning, and that prevented me from doing that. I probably would have used a couple of nights there. There was one day the house didn't get above 60, so there was one particular day where kind of cold and overcast and didn't get any heat gain during the day. I think the house only got up to 59 degrees that day. So other than that, though, it was above 60 the rest of the time. So yeah, pretty successful heating season. Just that string of cold and cloudy weather when we get, multiple days in a row, and I don't get any gain from the solar heat. And so this was the first heating season that I was 100% solar. The heat on the panels is from the sun, and then there's DC blowers up on the panels blowing air through, and then there's a big AC blower just outside the house that blows the air in, and then I've got a couple more DC fans to pull the air out of the house. This makes just an ideal solar load because the only time the air in those panels gets hot enough to close the thermostat switch inside, there's also enough sun to provide the electricity to move the air through them. So it's just a perfect load. You almost don't need batteries. You need a little bit of battery capacity during partially cloudy days because you'll get the cloud rolling over and there's enough thermal inertia up in this panel to run for maybe a minute or two after the cloud goes over. The solar electric output drops right away, and so you might need to run a few minutes off of battery power. When the cloud passes over, you get instant electric power. The photovoltaic comes on instantly, but it takes then a few minutes for the sun to reheat the panels once they cool down, because the thermostat in the panels closes at about 100 Fahrenheit and it opens about 70 Fahrenheit. When a cloud comes over, the air inside here will cool down from 100 Fahrenheit, and you can run it down to 70 before it shuts off the fans. But then you have to warm it back up over 100 to get it to turn on again. So yeah, the solar heat worked really well this winter. I just ran the fireplace about 4 nights, and that used maybe 4 kilowatt hours of electricity. So something like 50 cents to heat the house for the whole year. So I think that was pretty successful. So just wanted to pass on that little solar heating update. My first season through totally solar powered, running the heat a little late this year, but since it costs nothing to run, I might as well run it. If I don't run it, it just sits there. So if you have any questions on the system, put that in the comments section below or a Google+. And as always, thanks for watching.